Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro. We're going to give you our Best Actress 2020 predictions for the first time this year. Aren't you excited? We got Best Actor coming, we got Best Picture coming.
Who's winning Best Actress this year, Cole?
Who's winning Best Actress this year? Actually, unlike Best Actor, where we cannot find a frontrunner, there's no clear frontrunner, we got two frontrunners right now. Who's been seen? Alfre Woodard in Clemency. This actress has been nominated one time a long-ass time ago, and she's back in a Sundance movie that won the Audience Award. Probably not going to contend for picture, but people say she's just fucking towering-ass performance. The buzz is reminding me of Casey Affleck in Manchester by the Sea. Right at a Sundance, people are like, fuck, this is a good performance. At the end of the year, he wins the Oscar. If nobody else matches it, she wins. That's just how it goes. The other actress who I think could win the Oscar is Cynthia Areevo, who has a Tony for Best Actress, also known for being a singer-songwriter, and she's playing Harriet Tubman. What a fucking role. This movie is looking like a big-ass Oscar contender, big Oscar bait performance, and what an iconic character who hasn't really been portrayed on screen.
If you don't think she's going to be like slobbering and that sort of thing, I think
Oscar drool, Oscar snot,
or maybe she's
a la Viola
or maybe
Davis
she's
in
like a
Fences.
defiant hero and she's sort of stoic. But then it's like, wow, she gives a stoic performance. It's amazing.
I think she's gonna be like, she's gonna play it like a little quiet.
Yeah,
An
but
Oscar
that's
bait
good for her
performance.
because
What an
she's
Oscar-
made her career on the stage. They like when they go a little quieter, like Lady Gaga in Star Is Born. Like when they show a little different side of them for the camera. The other performance that I think is really strong, but we're not really sure where it's going to go, is Renee Zellweger and Judy.
I'm not putting that at number 3. Are you nuts?
You wouldn't put that on your top 5?
I think that movie
she's
might
getting old.
be bad.
She's just got she's clowning around with makeup. She's like, it's like falling off her
Clowning around.
face. You know, she's doing her own lipstick like Joker style, and it's just like.
That's not
Like he's
even
like-
how it is.
Give me a kiss. And she's just like dancing and stuff. She's doing a lot. She's going overkill for this movie. I mean, she's out of it. You can see in her eyes that she's just not there. I think she seems like she'll get a lot of acclaim for this performance, but the whole thing is, could this movie be not so good? It doesn't really look like it's going to be an Oscar contender for sure. My week with Marilyn at best. And at worst,
it's Diane with Naomi Watts, who's like, oh, she's playing Queen Diane. Of course she's going to win an Oscar. And then it fucking sucks. I got bad movie vibes from the trailer because I was seeing like mediocre production value. At first glance, it seems like it's a little obvious because it's just like, what is she doing here? She's like, this is just my facade, but there's really a pain behind here. And it's like, wow, so deep. But she's an Oscar-winning actress, and she hasn't been around for a while.
she's gonna do an excellent job. Her
The
acting is
movie
good.
could be cheese. You might put her in the
Okay.
top 5. I would
Okay.
mention her somewhere.
I might.
Got Aquafina in The Farewell.
Don't object to that.
Aquafina is looking great in this trailer. She's carries all the emotional weight of the entire
The
journey.
performances all around are great, and so I think that also makes her great.
The fact that Aquafina is just known for being like loud comedy.
Exactly.
Nah.
And then she
now
goes over
she's
to quiet drama.
Quiet drama. Don't the Oscars love to see those transitions from comedic actresses being dramatic?
Mccarthy
of
last
course
year.
they do. Of course they do. So I think she's in, especially this movie. Like, how could you not nominate at least one of the actors from this movie? You can't not nominate. So if The Farewell gets in, Aquafina gets in, and I think The Farewell's getting in. So I think Aquafina's getting in. We got Saoirse Ronan in Little Women. The only thing about this that makes me like a little reserved is such an ensemble movie. But we do know that she is the protagonist, and Saoirse Ronan is great in everything. It's hard to counter out, especially since that movie is such a heavyweight.
Yeah, no, I agree with all that.
Charlize Theron in Fair and Balanced. Trumbo got 3 SAG nominations. Cranston got an Oscar nomination. If this movie is coming off that Trumbo train, choo-choo, Charlize Theron's playing Megyn Kelly. She could get a lead actress nomination. She hasn't been nominated in a while.
We don't know how big the character is, though, I would say.
Well, yeah, because it looks also like a little bit of an ensemble movie. She's Charlize Theron. She's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. She could easily get in for this movie. We're just going to have to see how good it is, how much people like it.
Amy Adams in Woman in the Window. Amy Adams gets nominated a lot. She is in a Joe Wright movie. She
something
witnesses some shit going down, and she's agoraphobic, and it's Rear Window, and it's Amy Adams in the lead role.
I have a question, Cole. Could this win Amy Adams an Oscar?
I don't know about this movie winning her the Oscar, to be honest, but she's so overdue that, you know, from here on out, she's always going to be in the conversation to win, because it's like, gotta give Amy that Oscar. Next nomination she gets is going to be lucky number 7. Or unlucky number 7 for Glenn Close.
Because I could see the reviews coming out for this movie and people like praising her just endlessly. And then it's hard to see her not getting nominated. I mean, at the same time, there's all these movies that come out of, they get all the praise for the acting, for the performances like Vox Lux, but then they just are nothing.
Well, I mean, this is obviously Oscar bait because it's Joe Wright, but my reservation is like the mystery thriller package that this movie's coming in. You know, like Gone Girl was not successful at the Oscars despite being a big hit, you know, similar to Widows. Gone Girl obviously got Best Actress, but we'll see what happens. Jodie-Turner Smith for Queen and Slim. Who is Jodie-Turner Smith? So she's alongside Daniel Kaluuya in Queen and Slim, which looks like a really interesting movie. Gotta look out for her because sometimes these newcomers just get nominated. It happens all the time. You ain't heard of somebody and they get an Oscar nomination. Sometimes newcomers freaking win. So you can't overlook them. She might be like a Kiki Lane in Beale Street where she's just great, but the Oscar buzz isn't happening for her. So that could be the case there. That's
no urgency to nominate her.
Right, but if she's just so good.
But if it's one of the best movies of the year and people have fallen in love with it and she's a lead actress next to Kaluuya, then she has great chances.
Meryl Streep in The Laundromat. Can you ever count out Meryl Streep? The answer is no, you can't. But
can you always count her in? No, you can't. Is she gonna...
Soderbergh hasn't really been like that actor's director that he once was. Traffic, Erin Brockovich.
Does she need to be directed even though?
This is literally The Post. She was in The Post. We saw The Post. And she's in The Post again.
Maybe this isn't like a big Meryl Streep performance. It's just another movie that Meryl Streep's in.
Meryl Streep, even when I'm like, okay, she's just gonna be Meryl Streep, I watched the movie and I'm like, she was great. She can bring something to any role.
I agree, and I didn't even think she deserved to get nominated for The Post, despite being very good in it.
And he hasn't really directed any Oscar contender in a long time, so we don't really know about that one.
The odds don't seem amazing. It's not like she's playing Margaret Thatcher.
Anne Hathaway's in a couple movies this year. She's in the new Todd Haynes movie, which she's not actually as much of a lead as co-star Mark Ruffalo in that movie, so maybe that will prevent her from being that lead actress contender. And then she's also in The Last Thing That He Wanted, which is a Dee Reese directed movie that's coming to Netflix,
nothing.
and it's probably going to be nothing because it's like a mystery thriller. You got Lupita Nyong'o and Us still in the conversation. You know, people still talk about her performance. We don't see it happening. Her odds are looking lower than Toni Collette at this point, and Toni Collette did not get in. Julianne Moore and Gloria Bell, if you think she's getting nominated,
Do you think that's... I don't know if it's impossible.
It's impossible.
People are still talking about Gloria Bell. I see it on all the halfway of the year, through the year list.
Gloria Bell. Gloria Bell is not getting nominated for shit.
I think Melissa McCarthy seems like the standout in The Kitchen, and like she'll go for lead. It seems up there with the Can You Ever Forgive Me performance, where she's being super serious, totally unlike the way that we know her to be, really like deep into it. I'm actually really excited to see her performance in this movie. I don't know if she could get nominated for it with the two other women there, and just being at the movie doesn't seem like a total Oscar contender.
Yeah, I mean, Viola Davis
it's going to be harder for her. I would have her lower on my list.
Actress race not looking as crowded as the Best Actor race. That's where my list ends for now. But you never know what could happen. You go to Toronto and bam, there's a new contender, new frontrunner even, who knows. Thank you for watching. Who is the Best Actress?